Welcome to That'sCoolWire.com. In this video, and this video is really not scripted at all, but we get questions all the time. Can I cut the flat power shape panels? And the answer to that is yes. We don't have all the panels here. We have larger shapes than this, but we just brought out a few of the different shapes. First thing you need to know, when you look behind the shape, the area that you really don't want to cut into is the copper tape area. Okay, especially on the squares. If you see any type of like circuitry back here, that's what you really want to stay away from. Here it's this copper tape. On the circle, it's just a little bit different. You have the copper tape and then you have these leads coming out. So you really don't want to cut this lead at all, because then the whole circle will not work at all. So that's the only thing you really need to know about that, is to stay away from any areas like that. So let's just say that we're going to turn this on real quick. You may not see it, but let's just say that our 6-inch strip is just a little bit too long for you. So what we're going to do is turn the power off of the inverter. We recommend sharp scissors. Other items that you can use obviously is like a box cutter to give you a little bit more pressure, or just a razor blade. So this one's going to be very, very simple. Power's off. We're just going to cut this. Quick snip. Turn this on. Okay, we're going to turn the light off. And you can see that the edges are really clean. No issues at all. So we're going to turn the light back on again. The only thing you really want to do is, and we just have a tape gun here, but you really want to get some clear tape after you make every single cut, because if you touch the end, you could get shocked. And you're just going to put clear tape on the end, fold it over, trim it so it looks clean, but you really want to protect that end. And it doesn't matter, you have to protect the end on all the shapes. If you do the circles, the big panels, so whatever end you cut off, because there's a laminate on here, and there's a laminate that sticks off the edge that stops the electrical current from coming out. So once you break that laminate, the current is just sitting there. So very important to put the tape on. Okay, so now let's just say instead of doing a straight line on here, we just wanted to create a different little shape. So what we're going to do is I'm going to turn the inverter off, and we'll just make something here. We're just going to cut a point. We'll cut another point, and let's just say that that's what we really needed, because it has to fit into a specific mold or something like that. So we're going to turn the light off, and you can see that there it is. We just created another shape. And again, every time we make a cut, we turn the inverter off, because you don't want to short it out. And in this case, you're going to go ahead and have to put tape on the top side and the bottom side. So we're going to turn the light back on again. Turn this off. Typically on the narrower pieces, you get really nice clean cuts. It's typically when you start playing around with the larger shapes, like the squares or the circles, that if you start making an S shape, it will cause a little black spot to occur. So we're going to try to create that. Again, flip these over. The only spot that I see that I cannot cut in is this area. So now that I have that oriented, I'm going to go ahead and just, real simple, just cut the same way. We're just going to do a simple corner cut. Turn it on. We're going to turn the light off. Very clean edges. Now we're going to create a circle, or a slight little curve cut. So we're going to turn the light back on. Turn the inverter off. We're going to use scissors. And I'm going to just create a slight little curve like this. Turn the light on. Now we're going to turn the light off. And you can see right in that area there where we have to start curving back, the scissors pushed up against the laminate and lifted up a little bit. So we've come up with a technique to try to help repair that. It may not repair it 100%, but we're going to show you what we're going to use, and it's going to be an iron. So we're going to turn the lights back on, turn the inverter off. We just happen to have a t-shirt here for this, so we're going to put this here. You don't want to heat the whole panel up. You just really want to focus it on that one little area. So I want to zoom in. You can see the discoloration of where it lifted up, and all we're going to try to do is push that back down with some heat. So I'm going to put it here. I'm going to fold this over. I'm going to grab our iron that's been on for a while, and I'm going to focus it on that area. So we don't recommend using steam. The moisture can get in between the panels and maybe even cause more issues. So just dry heat. We have it on the high setting. And I just lifted the shirt up to see if I see that little indentation again. So I believe we got it. So I'm going to turn the light on, the inverter on, and now we're going to turn the light off. And you can see that the spot now has disappeared. If you really look super, super close, I may see a teeny little black little freckle, but it's nothing like it was before. So we think it's an excellent, excellent way to repair black spots that you have inside your flat panels. And again, you have to put tape all along this edge or you will get shocked, so that's extremely important. And I want to show you one more thing. We're going to turn the lights on, turn the inverter off, and if you just wanted to get a little bit, you wanted to have a little bit of fun, let's just grab this piece since we cut it already. I just have a simple hole punch here. Okay, we're going to put a hole here, a hole here, and a hole here. And I can see that if we zoom in that I've created the same thing with this little, there's going to be some black spots here and we're going to try to repair that now with using the iron technique. So we're going to turn this on, turn the lights off. So you can see the circles aren't that perfect. So again, we're going to turn the light on. We're going to put this over. And we're going to heat that up. And again, we're just going to peek underneath there to see if I see that those spots are going away. It looks like we're doing a great job. Okay, we're going to put that there. We're going to turn on the inverter and turn the light off. And you can see now that you have some really nice clean spots again. You may see a few little freckles again, but again, it was nothing like it was before. So we hope you found this video very informative, and we really appreciate you shopping at thatscoolwire.com. But if you have any questions at all, call us toll free, 866-435-9473.